I'll say, guess what? The first video didn't upload properly, so I don't know what happened. I'm hoping, because it needs to be said, the things that I want to say, because it's not that the people need to hear it, but they deserve to hear it. And the Chinese food was good, so shout out to the Coral Reef Shop. I think it's because Wendy is Asian, is why we got Chinese food. But let me sit in a better chair, because I don't want this in the background. I want the cool stuff in the background. So these shows, there's a ton of shows all over the world, right? They happen in a lot of different countries. They happen in a lot of different places. But more importantly, it's when you attend them that you can understand the impact that they have or the amount of effort that goes into this stuff. Caleb, how's it going? This is gonna be a part 1. I already did part 2, so again, I apologize for that. But, so Fritz decides, hey, let's go up to Canada and let's attend a show that is the largest show in Canada, and this is only its 2nd year, okay? So, what are you expecting when you come here? I'm expecting some really fun stuff. However, I'm not expecting it to be a well-oiled machine. I am just expecting it to be a show. There will be some folks that'll be irritated or disappointed because they traveled or set all their stuff up, whatever. I mean, it happens. It's kind of human nature. Thanks everybody for joining again for the 3rd time. But Brian and his wife and the family, nobody is hired. There is a small contingent staff of family run the Greater Niagara Coral Show, okay? It is the most well-run event that I have ever been a part of. So when I say that, I mean we're coming into a place that we're setting up a table or we're participating in some way, shape, or form. This becomes something completely different. Okay, so you get the ins and the outs of what's happening. This is the best event that I have ever been to in that aspect. Anytime you needed something, it was there. And I'm talking tape, water, snacks, lunch, you name it, it was provided to the vendors. See, people are traveling from all over Canada, all over the United States, and they come to this show to promote or to sell items. And at the end of the day, it's stressful. But this team has made it so unstressful, it was phenomenal. And then last night, they do a little banquet dinner for the vendors, right? Beautiful dinner. It doesn't have to be fancy. Everybody's having a good time, chit-chatting. And then guess what? They give every vendor a special commemorative memorabilia style prize. Isn't that awesome? I don't know of any other group that's doing this. John Kane, what's up? Yes, Reefapalooza is in Florida. It is coming. I think it's next month. So Fritz will be there. Check out the booth. I want to walk around because the first part was originally showing you how awesome coral is. So I have to go back to this one tank. So there's a ton of great coral, but this tank just happens to film a heck of a lot better live than any of the other tanks. So there is shows in all of the areas. Sometimes you have to travel just like you do for a local fish store. Now people say, oh, it's in Canada, but I live in upstate New York near Buffalo. Cut across the Rainbow Bridge and get over here. Okay, this stuff happens everywhere. You just have to find it. Pro Tim Aquatics, what's up, brother? You really have to find it. You have to go out there, research, and do your stuff. You use Google for everything else, you can use it for this. But let me stop yapping and let me grab some glasses because us freshwater guys don't understand what this stuff looks like. So I'm gonna cruise over here really quick and I'm gonna turn this around. So this is, I mean, fish. We did all this stuff earlier, so I don't remember what I captured and what I didn't. However, this is what I wanted to capture. Oh, yeah, they moved some of the stuff, so. So, with freshwater, we don't get cool glasses to view our stuff. But with saltwater, You guys have gone to a whole nother level. I mean, you're like, oh yeah, that's what it looks like in person. Yeah, when I take this away, it's almost just like, just blue. There's some green, but watch, boom. These are just glasses. So there's lenses from different companies, but these are glasses. I mean, look at this stuff. Yeah, how can you not want it? I mean, yes, I would love it, but you know, when stuff ranges anywhere from this size to, you know, $200 to $300, this is Canadian, it kind of hurts the pocket. So you want to go for the smaller stuff. But this is real. Bigger the tank, easier to care. Maybe start small, have a little patience, but I take away these glasses, and legit, it's just the glasses. And these, of course, are by the epic Fritz Aquatics. But boom, whoop, look at that. So let me slide over here, show you some other stuff.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad I've got somebody I can refer people over to, because everybody's asking me. I'm not selling anything. I give, you know, we do samples. We give everything away. So it's nice that we've got somebody we can send them to. You guys having a
look at that?
You had a good day yesterday?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
It's a little slow today, but
Boom, look at that. How awesome is that? That's what it looks like normally. Put some glasses on, crushing it. So let me slide back over here. And you can comment and do your stuff and share it. It's more so about just showing folks that there's other things out there. And even if you're freshwater, it's cool. You can go to saltwater stuff. I mean, I'm here, of course, I'm with Fritz, so that's, you know, pretty legit for me to be here. But if you're in an area where you can go, you want to go.
Hey man, I don't run that fast.
Boom. Awesome, awesome stuff. He's got his wands. Look at this. Let me use the, boop. Yeah, look at that. So he's using his magic wand. He's like Harry Potter.
we only use Fritz here, RPM.
Only Fritz RPM. That's what I'm talking about. Whoop. Look at all this stuff, man. This stuff is crazy. I mean, they got all their stuff. You can buy, you can get samples of this stuff. It's definitely worth attending. I mean, look at it. Even little babies. So honestly, it's your fault if you miss out on these shows. I mean, I think Fritz does like 27 plus shows. There's shows everywhere. There was a show in Louisiana. There was a show in South Carolina. There's a show in Niagara Falls, Canada. There's shows in California, Florida. There's shows in Wisconsin. There's shows in Connecticut, New Jersey, New York. There's literally shows everywhere. However, these glasses don't filter ugly looks like mine. So you're not gonna get a better looking me. But honestly, there are shows pretty much everywhere. Texas, Oklahoma doesn't get shows, they get reptile shows. But when you're looking for stuff, or you're looking to meet up with people, I've said this in the freshwater side, like-minded people. Saltwater people are, I don't want to say are different because we're all keeping water, but we do stuff that's just slightly different. I got to meet Lisa Aquatics, Rico's Aquariums was here. You know, people just come from all over to check out this stuff. I mean, Rico drove from Ohio for what, a day? So you can't say that there's not one in your backyard all the time. There is, you just have to go there, make your backyard bigger. I mean, you get to see Bashy's stuff. You get to see Marine Pure, folks like Maple Frags that are starting. Freshwater is wonderful. Saltwater is wonderful. And honestly, the hobby as itself is so diverse in people and things we can keep and how we decorate that, you know, don't be afraid to try something different. I mean, they're getting ready to do a speaker. They're doing very similar stuff. And you need to educate yourself. But the one thing I will say is make sure you have way more money up front than you would with freshwater. And I say that because if you are going to frag, you know, at 20, 30 bucks a pop, it's gonna be sparse, right? Completely sparse. So if you're looking to populate a larger tank, if you're new, which is smart because of course larger is easy to sustain, then you're gonna spend a lot of money. However, I still love freshwater. I don't have any plans right now for a saltwater aquarium at my house. Will I? I don't know. I've always said no strictly, but after being at a specifically saltwater show and getting to talk to the folks, I always thought there was a different mentality, and there's not. Everybody's looking for the